All right, here we are going live over on YouTube for once. This is don't do this enough. Don't do this a lot. Yeah, here we are trying to get used to. I'm trying a new software for going live on YouTube. I usually use it for my Twitch streams. But welcome y'all. Welcome to a TD Diaries live stream with your boy Dizzy. How's everyone doing out there? What's up, Pete? What's up, Dylan? What's up, Bronco Sand for Live? What's up, Julian Bolt? What's up, that one fool? What's up, Joshua? What's up, Ducky? What's up, Herber? What's going on? What's going on, y'all? Welcome to the stream. I know I'm like 13 minutes late. We ain't gonna talk about it. Let's just get right into it. Yeah, I'm hyped. I hope y'all can hear me. I hope I sound crispy clear. I hope I look, you know, decent on here. Oh wait, you know what? Let's get some background lighting. There we go. Let's get it. Here we are. For those of you not familiar who don't check out the Twitch streams, this is my whole stream setup. This is what I've been rolling with, working on preparing for for the live streams over on Twitch. So I haven't you probably haven't seen this setup since since ever. But yeah, I wonder if you knew it's wrong title. He meant that. You can always edit these things. Here, give me 1 second. The thing is like I said, I'm using a separate broadcasting software to broadcast this. It says live draft reaction, doesn't it? Okay, so let's edit this. How do I edit this? Broadcast this. This sucks. It says live draft react. Oh, and there's me twice. Okay. Yeah, no, I can't edit this. That's dumb. Okay, well, that's awesome. What's up, Derek? Been a while. What up, Sam Dog? What up, Dizzy? Or what up, Andy? What's going on, Nacho? Twitch gang. Hey, yeah, holding it down. Hey, what's up with everyone who's from the Twitch gang? Say what's up. Here we go. Edit. Okay. There we go. Okay. Because what I meant to name it is reacting to the 2019 Chargers schedule. Sorry, y'all. Bootleg over here. Noob at streaming on YouTube. I'm really not used to it. So, yeah. Okay. There. It should be fixed. We should be good to go. I think. Today's the 17th, right? Yep. Save. Cool. We're good. Okay. What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Dizzy, professional YouTube live streamer, because, YouTube makes it so easy to live stream on this platform. As the title now says, so if you refresh your stream, it's going to have the correct title now going forward. We're going to be talking about the 2019 schedule. 2019 schedule came out 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 8 p.m. Eastern. So we've got 3 hours with it. I really haven't looked it over much more than maybe 10, 15 minutes. So a lot of these reactions are going to be straight raw. Like, this is like the first thought that pops in my head before I can really think about it, prepare stuff. So let's go ahead and bring up Chargers 2019 schedule. That's what we're going to do. Okay. Boom. Now, what we're going to do, bear with me here. Give me 1 moment. And we're going to display capture. Boom. There we are. Done. Okay. Add video capture device. Doing this on the fly, as you could totally tell. Totally prepared here. Totally ready to go with everything. There we are. Okay. So, here we are, looking at the schedule. Obviously, we saw preseason, and preseason's just preseason. Chargers end up playing the same teams over and over again. Pete, my man, with the super chat, $1.99. I appreciate it. Go Padres. Yes, that is correct. Pete, just for the super chat, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna leave the Padre hat right there. That's there for the rest of the stream. Okay. Now, going back over to I don't have any cool transitions. Going back over to the schedule, we see the Cardinals, we see the Saints, we see the Seahawks, we see the 49ers. Four teams, that pretty much the Chargers almost seem like they play every single preseason. Good evaluation period. I'll be at the Saints game. Already going with my buddy CK, who's also a Saints fan. Got to get our annual preseason game going, so we'll be there. All the Dodgers fans coming out the woodworks to say something. Shrimp, I see you. Bay Area teams. But jumping into the regular season, let's literally jump right into it, because right off the bat, game 1, home opener against the Colts. Now, that's going to be a great challenge, being that the Colts were another playoff team. Andrew Luck seems to be back to himself. You got Eric Ebron, tight end, who's coming into his own. You got some weapons at wide receiver coming into their own. Obviously T.Y. Hilton's a threat, and I'm drawing a blank. I know they added somebody in free agency. Chat, if you wanted to help me out. Let me see. So that's going to be a good opening weekend. Then to Detroit, also going to be exciting, just because the Lions is a team that the Chargers don't normally play against. That's a team that we don't normally see all that often. So that'll be exciting. Texans at home, again, another good challenge, another playoff team. Definitely a team that we can beat, the Chargers can beat. But it will be interesting. It will be real interesting to see how they fare, just because the Texans have a pretty decent defense, especially up front. As we are all aware, some of the struggles, an area of concern. That's the best way I can put it. The area of concern is that the offensive line of the Chargers. How do they hold up against dominant pass rushers? How do they hold up against a strong defensive front? So that's the key right there. How well do they hold up? Because that's the main point of attack for the Texas defense is going to be their pass rushers. Week 4 to Miami. Fun team to always watch. It feels like Miami and Dolphins Chargers always seems like a fun game to me. So I'm excited for that. Dolphins have a huge, and I mean huge, question mark at quarterback. So I'm not saying it's an easy win, but I'm confident. That's what I'm leave it at that. Sunday, October 6th. I saw someone mention it in the chat. Where was it? Yep. Hey, Kai Guy. Dang, 1 month until the division game. Yup. We don't see anyone in the division. And it's weird because usually that home opener or that first game of the season is like at KC or at Oakland or home against KC. So it's kind of weird to not see a divisional opponent until week 5. That's kind of unique. That's really, really, really unique. Andy Nacho, I see you in the chat saying we have to win the division. That is facts. That is part of what made things so difficult last year. I mean, you're a 13-3 team, and you ended up as a wild card spot, which is crazy. Again, had the opportunities to take it, so you can blame system. You can blame how was a 13-3 team end up the 5th seed when they have the tied for the best record in the NFL? Should have taken care of business. That the game against the Broncos, and then the home game against the Ravens. Just those two should have been wins, or one of those two should have been wins. You know what I'm saying? The Broncos more so than the Ravens, because the Broncos game they were winning, and they literally let that game slip. The Ravens game, you don't win that. You couldn't really get anything going on offense. The Ravens defense caused problems, both the regular season matchup and the postseason matchup, and never really had the lead, kind of playing from behind the whole time. The Broncos game, you had that in the bag and let it slip. So got to take care of business of the teams in the division, especially when you have them at home. And then right after that, at home against the Steelers. That's going to be an interesting matchup. Steelers weren't a playoff team last season, but it's obviously can't really shrug them off. But it's going to be interesting to see what the Steelers are this year, because all that organization has been screaming during the regular season last year and the offseason, all that it screams is like dysfunction, just complete and utter dysfunction. So we're going to see what happens with that? Chat, I see you going in. I'm going to respond to the chat. I just want to break down game by game first, and then I'm going to jump in, and we're going to have a nice little conversation. So I just want to throw that out there. I see y'all over there holding it down in the chat. Going the next 2 weeks, at Tennessee against the Titans and at Chicago against the Bears. Titans took care of them last year. Need to take care of business against them this year again. Definitely a team that's on in the up and up, and probably, just one you can't shrug off, really. I mean, none of these teams are, obviously, but, like a game at the Dolphins, there's a lot of confidence there. At the Titans, we'll see. You're gonna still have to bring your best game to get a dub out of Tennessee. Chicago is one that scares me. Defense, just because of their defense. It's a winnable game, but their defense is insane. So we're gonna see what happens. That one I'm marking on my schedule that I'm a little skeptical about. And the Chargers, all last season, the mantra was just find a way to win games. That's going to be an ugly game. That's going to be a disgusting game. That's going to be uncharacteristic. Phillip Rivers has 150 yards passing and maybe a touchdown, but probably not. Bagley's going to have 4 field goals. Melvin Gordon hopefully will score a touchdown, but he'll probably have 80 yards rushing or something. Just ugly game. It's going to be an ugly game. What do we got next? At home against the Packers. That's going to be interesting as well, just to see what the Packers got going on. Obviously, Aaron Rodgers is Aaron Rodgers, but the Packers really haven't done a whole lot to surround him with talent in the last couple seasons. So we're going to see what kind of team they are now. And they have a new head coach this year. So that's going to be interesting. What up, Malo? What's going on, bro? I see a lot of Raider Charger banter going back and forth. So today the draft. No, it's not. I updated the thing. It should be updated. Hold on. Now it should say reacting to the whatever. I try to stream on YouTube and it doesn't work. Anyways, we're going forward. What do we got left? So yeah, Packers will be interesting. Here's my thing too. And this is the point of the season where I high key feel like we got a little hosed. A lot hosed. And this happened last season. This is something that there we go. This is something that went down last season that I was very vocal about, and here we go again, and it's the same situation. So if we take a look right here, I'm looking at, what am I looking at? I'm looking at after the November 3rd game against the Packers. Thursday night at Oakland. Luckily, not a whole lot of traveling involved. Just got to go up the coast a little bit. So luckily they didn't give us a Thursday night in KC or Thursday night, somewhere in Tennessee, somewhere jacked up for a Thursday night. But short week, right? Then you got a whole lot of time to prepare for the Chiefs in Mexico City. Now, this is that November 18th game. I'm on board. I'm excited for the Mexico City game. Don't get me wrong. But you have at Raiders. Then your home game is in Mexico City. Then you have a bye week, week 12, at Denver, at Jacksonville. So you go from November 3rd to December 15th. You don't have a home. In between that time, there's no home games. None. So, it don't matter. ASAP, any squad, any place. But it's just come on, really? You couldn't have given us why not flip the Vikings and the Broncos? Why not give us the Vikings after the bye week at home and then go at Jacksonville, at Denver? You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, whatever. Obviously, there's a lot more. You can't just flip two teams on your schedule because that flips those games on their schedules and flips those. It's a domino effect. I get it, but we did this last season, and why does it have to? Whatever. It's all good. I know they'll take care of business. That little stretch, obviously, last year prepared them for a lot of road games. Same thing's gonna happen here. If the Chargers don't win the division, or even if they do and end up winning a 4th or 5th seed, which I doubt because the AFC West is super competitive. AFC West is competitive. So it's I don't know. My 2 cents. But at Denver, got to take care of business at Mile High. Tough place to play. I wouldn't be surprised if the Chargers don't win that game, but I don't see the Broncos being that great. And Joe Flacco is not. There's a reason he's not. Never been an impressive quarterback. He's just been on a team with a great defense. Granted, the Broncos obviously got a good defense. They still have great pass rushers. We'll see. We'll see what this Broncos team looks like this year. They're not inspiring, but anything can happen in division games, and the Broncos legitimately, because of their pass rushers, can give anybody a run for their money, I feel like. So I wouldn't write them off. Jacksonville, got to beat them. In my opinion, they improved at quarterback in Nick Foles. We'll see what Nick Foles does now that he's got a chance to prove himself as a starter again. So that's going to be interesting. I would much rather face Blake Bortles because there's no reason he should have got a contract last year. But like he did, he's never been impressive to me ever. So at home against the Vikings, that'll be a challenge, of course. Their wide receivers are talented. Their defense is solid. It really just, again, depends. Which 2 years ago they were in contention for, going to the NFC Championship, and then last year they fell off a little bit. So we'll see where they're at. Home Week 16 against the Raiders, December 21st, 22nd. My Raider people thinking about going to that game, but that'll be fun. That'll be fun game to go to. I'm chalking it up as a win, but we'll see. You never know. Maybe Gruden got him better this year. Who knows? But I don't. I doubt it, though. And then finish off, tough matchup last week of the season against the Chiefs. More than likely, the division will come down to KC versus the Chargers. And really, it's a matter of, that game might end up determining who wins the division. We'll see. It may not be close. We'll see. That's going to be a key game, though. And the fact that it's at Kansas City it's big for them. So, having said that, that Mexico City game matters a lot because to at least split with KC would be dope. The fact that you don't get to play them in your own house sucks. Even if you don't have a crowd home field advantage, just to be able to pull up into your own stadium and not have to drive miles and miles away or get on a plane and fly to your home game just to be there for your own home game is a plus. So we're gonna see. It'll be interesting. It's gonna be an interesting season for sure. I really hope the Chargers come out the gate hot. Got to take care of these teams at the beginning of the roster. You got a couple winnable games, like ones you can. You can't chalk up any game as an automatic win. But I think starting strong is going to be huge, especially when you have that stretch of games away from home. One of your home games being, in a different country. I think they got to just start off the gate strong, and that's really gonna do nothing but help them out in to start the season strong. You know what I'm trying to say? This live streaming thing sucks because it's like I want to make points, but I can't cut out when I mess up like I would on a YouTube video. So y'all get to see the full effect of me jacking everything up. But let's go ahead and hop into the chat. I'm gonna try and catch up as much as I can. Hugo, I saw my birthday October 6th. So trying to go to the Bronco game or what? Week 17, the Chiefs will be freezing. Yep. It's going to be a cold morning there. No, it'll be 12 Central Time, so it's like middle of the day, but still. Yeah. Manny, no AB and no Bell. In regards to, I'm assuming when I was talking about the Steelers, that's going to be different. The Steelers didn't necessarily get better. So, again, you just got to see what they are because nobody knows what they are right now. And who knows? Maybe they end up better off without AB. So I think they'll hurt more missing Le'Veon than they will Antonio Brown. But then at the same time, we're going to see what Juju Smith-Schuster is made of because he's now their primary wide receiver. So can he hold it down for them in that role? Smash Steelers done. Thursday Night Raiders. 30. We already got a prediction. I have okay, Malo. I'm gonna hold you to that. 31-17 Raiders over the Chargers. We'll see, my dude. I don't think so, but we'll see. Will the new rule affect any games? Dylan, I want to say you're referring to the fact that pass interference is reviewable. I think it'll affect a lot of games. In fact, I think it'll be every season there's that one rule change, that one thing that like everyone talks about. This is deciding games. This is deciding games, or this is getting called a lot. It was leading with your helmet, and then it was like the roughing the passer, tackling a guy too hard type rule, and that's gonna be this. Like, literally, you could make a case that almost on every play there's pass interference. So there's gonna be a lot of reviews based simply on the fact of, he didn't get the catch. I'm gonna throw the challenge flag when the game's on the line, because what do I got to lose? So there's that. We'll see what happened. LBC, what's up, TD? What's up, dude? If you had to pick only 3 games to go to, which would you go to? I would probably home opener, because there's something about going to the home opener that's just, there's a buzz. It's fun. And I wouldn't mind seeing the Colts. That'd be dope. After that, probably the Steelers game, because it is going to be a Sunday night game, and night games are always just more fun. If money's not involved, then I'm going to Mexico City. We're trying to figure that out. If we can get some sort of deal, traveling and all that stuff, I'm going to Mexico City, hands down. To be able to see a game in the Estadio Azteca would be dope. If we're not able to wing that, then maybe the Vikings game. I don't know. Because then there's the Raiders game at the last game of the season. I wouldn't mind going to that either. So it's hard. I know that's 5 instead of 3, but that's what I'm looking at. Jack Boy's about to make Rodgers retire at halftime. Facts. Raiders will have quite a... Yeah. No, the Raiders draft will be interesting to watch. So we'll watch all that. Malo, you just mentioned, are you going to the Mexico City game? We're trying. We're going to see. We're trying to plan the budget out. So we got a lot of stuff we're working on this year. Well, life stuff, I should say. I don't want to make it sound like, we're going to do something crazy for the channel. It's a lot of life stuff this year. So just really trying to make sure we have it's in the budget and all that stuff. So if y'all want to hit me with some more super chats, hit some more donations, fund our trip, please feel free to do so. Okay. Thanks, sorry, man. Wish to see one there. What do you think about the new home jerseys and helmets? I mean, obviously the home jerseys, it's just they literally took the powder blue alternate and made it the primary, and now the navy jerseys are going from the primary to the alternate. So I'm cool with the change. A lot of people have said for years, go back to the powder blues or make the powder blues the primary. I'm cool with them. I love the fact that they put the gold face masks on. I feel like that's a very overlooked detail. It's something that's on their Color Rush jerseys that makes the Color Rush jerseys pop that much more, the gold face mask. So the fact that it's on the powder blues now, game changer. Big game changer. So I'm excited for that. Better anyway. All their games were pretty much away. And that's the thing, Shrimp. So it's not like it's too worrisome. But again, it's like it's like 40 some days between home games. Like, come on, dude. 40 games between home games. That's kind of crazy. I think I'm going to go. Oh, shoot. I just skipped a ton of the chat. Shrimp, I saw you said you think you're trying to go to the Raiders game or something like that. And then, which games are you going to go to? Yeah, so those are the 5 that I want to. Nothing set in stone, and really we'll probably know as the season goes. Just because, again, it has to do with ticket prices too. So I don't have anything where it's like I have personal ties left. Last year I made a point to go to the Cardinals game just because I wanted to go see Trey Boston play again. Bengals kind of just fell in our lap. Tanya's sister bought us the tickets for as our Christmas present. And then the Ravens game we had planned to go to because it got flexed to a nighttime game. So we're like, oh, yeah, we got to go for sure. I just noticed the Vikings game's a nighttime game too. So maybe we do that. I want to go to one of the nighttime games, whichever one works a little bit better. Possibly both, but we'll see. Again, it just depends. Budget. Damn, I went up. Okay. Only worry is the freaking Chiefs. Nacho, that's what I'm saying. The Chiefs really. Raiders and Broncos can play spoiler. One of them could easily, make the playoffs as well as a wild card spot. So you still got to take care of business. But really, for the division title, I think it comes down to Chargers Chiefs. Possibly a little bit of bias, but that's what I'm going with. Ring pops, comments. Thanks in a game, but Raider game. See y'all there. That's what's up, Arturo. Flying in, repping in. You going to Santa Monica next week? Eddie, hey, thank you for asking. Yes. Anyone out there, if you're going to the draft party fest thing Thursday night, Santa Monica Pier, I will be there. So look out for me. I'm there. Can you give me the schedule? Google it. It Googled. I don't. Matthew with the lightning bolt emojis like crazy. Any thoughts on the new primary jerseys? I already gave that. Just excited for the draft this season. I'm excited for the draft too. Preparing for that. I wish you were gonna go to the Galaxy game, man. That's the only time I'm gonna be there. Frick. Yeah, man. The weeknights are hard. Saturday's a little bit easier, especially when it's like Saturday night. Basically with like my work schedule, I have to request in advance a Friday off. Saturdays, I work most Saturdays, but I'm off by like 2:30. So if there's a Saturday night game, I can make it out to Dignity Health and catch that Galaxy game. But yeah, Friday is just hard because the game starts. I want to say the game's at 7 or something like that, but it starts right like soon after I get off, and there's no way I can make it from work to Carson because I work down in Orange County, like almost South Orange County, so that's far. I'd have to go up the 405 the whole way. There's no way I'm making it Friday night rush hour traffic. What up, Tony? Go to Mexico City. It's cheap, bro. No, I know it's and that's why I want to go because I know it's not going to cost a fortune to go. It's just when we add everything up and how much time we want to spend there. Because if we're going to Mexico City, games on Monday night, we want to be able to spend a couple days and make a vacation out of it, and then go to a game on Monday, fly home Tuesday, something like that. So, but we'll see. It just depends. I was there for 2016 Raiders Texans. It's cheap, homeboy. Uber is cheap. Food, meeting price. I paid $250 for a ticket. Spent God, okay. So that's not bad, Malo. If it's something like that, I'm down. Should the Chargers draft a QB? No. Not unless they get a late round, like, okay, this guy's really good and he shouldn't be here this late. No, not late round. I'm sorry. Later round. Like if let's say third round comes along and there's a quarterback there who should have went in the first or second and he's still there, why not? But no, they need to draft either instant impact offensive linemen, instant impact defensive linemen. I wouldn't be mad about getting a linebacker or safety, really. Any of those positions. I just feel like the Chargers should be in a win now mode, and he hasn't signed anything, but I'm sure Rivers has still gotten like at least another. He just had one of the best years of his career last year. He's got at least another 3 more years in him. So to draft a QB now and have him sit for 3 years doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I think what they do is Tyrod's kind of on a 2-year. Maybe they hang on to him this year as a safety net backup, and then next year use him as a tradable piece. Get it, to move up in the draft or something like that, and then get a QB. I don't know. I don't see him drafting a QB this year. Not unless it's like a steal. Like, why not? Best available. He's the best talent. The QB at that time is the best talent available. Then, yeah, let's do it. Linebacker, safety, first round. Yep. Defensive tackle, more down with those. We'll see you there. Dexter Lawrence or Taylor Rapp. I don't know. I'm not ready. I don't know. I've been looking at draft prospects. I don't know that I'm sold necessarily on one guy. So it's hard for me to pick something. How much time I got? I still got what? It's next week. Okay, next week I'll give you a this is who I want. I need more time to research. I wouldn't make a good educated decision right now. I will see you there. Sounds good, Easy Loke. I'll be there. There aren't really good linebackers. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I'm sure, like, Tom Telesco's good at finding the depth that nobody really knows about. But that first round, I'm saying defensive lineman, safety or right tackle. One of those three positions. Whatever the best possible, like, talent available at pick number 28. Because I feel like you can't really be too picky or harp in too much on a position when you're 28 or even just one of the higher ones. So it's really like have your positions of need, have your guys, like your top three in each of those positions, and then whichever one is the highest on your like draft depth board, go with that, regardless of what position it is. The pack needs, and Sierra Lee, please don't take him. Chargers need to be careful at the draft and not make a mistake. They want to get in playoff. And that's the thing. I'm really not tripping. I don't know if y'all have really, like, I'm sure you have. If you look at Tom Telesco's draft history, there is not, 100% confidence in his ability to draft. Because you look at the last 4 first-round picks. Even deeper than that, just some of them, unfortunately, due to injuries and things like that, haven't panned out. But, I mean, you look at the last 4 first-round picks. You got, what, Derwin James. Before that, I can't remember. Correct me. And then before that, you had Joey Bosa. And before that, you had Melvin Gordon. So, Tom's going to find the right guy, the right fit. So, got my tickets for the new stadium. That's what's up. Bro, if I stay and watch until 28 just for OT. Watch until 28 just for an OT, I'm out. I don't know what that means. Probably Packers need. How much is having Hunter Henry back going to help us, and how bad will? Having Hunter Henry back is going to be huge because that's a weapon. That is a offensive weapon you didn't have last season. And granted, they were able to, accommodate for that lack of production that the void that he left at the tight end position. Obviously, Gates was still, and we're still waiting to see if Gates comes back. If anything, it'll probably be a last second, sign him right before training camp or during training camp type of thing. Virgil Green put in some solid time. I really think Hunter Henry, they were able to not only at the tight end position, but I feel like it was a blessing in disguise because they, Mike Williams was able to get some, game experience and make some plays. Obviously, Keenan's still going to be Keenan. Tyrell was able to flourish and give some production. So it's like the guys were able to step up. Granted, now Tyrell's gone, and that's the other piece of that chat or the little message in the chat. Tyrell's gone now. Hopefully we see Travis Benjamin step up a little bit more. I don't think Tyrell leaving hurts as much just because Mike Williams and Keenan are going to be an amazing, wide receiver duo. I think Mike Williams is an improvement on Tyrell's abilities. He has the size, the speed, but at the same time, Mike Williams is a little bit better route runner, and I feel like he can do a little bit more. Tyrell is more of a, and I've said this in past videos, Tyrell was more of a, he's either going to hit you with a go route or a post, or he's going to run a drag across the middle. He was a little too, 1 or 2 dimensional type of thing. Keenan can run any route from any position. I feel like Mike Williams is going to just take another leap year 3, technically year 2 because he hardly played his rookie season. And he's going to take another leap and do even more things in the offense. And I think that's why they didn't really mind Tyrell going because Tyrell didn't do a whole lot in the offense. He would have these like 3 catches, 100 yards, and a touchdown, but literally 2 of them would be 40-yard bombs, 1 of them for a touchdown on the same drive. And then he'd catch 1 other long pass for like 40 yards or something like that, or 30 yards. And that's it. You know what I mean? I'd rather have Keenan with a day where he has like 8 catches, 80 yards, because he's giving you more production, rather than just catching a long pass type of thing, if that makes sense. Because receptions means you're getting your hands on the ball. You're getting open. You got open this many times, or you came down with the ball this many times. So I look for that. And here's the thing, too. Here is the low-key overlooked point. Artavis Scott. I feel like he's going to have an impact that nobody's really going to notice or be ready for. Where's number 10? Wide receiver, had a great training camp, killing it in the preseason, went down with an ankle injury before the season even started. I think he comes in and he plays a bigger role than anyone's going to realize. First of all, people are going to forget that he's on the roster. Second of all, he's going to come in and play a role that nobody's going to realize, and everyone's going to be like, where did this guy come from? So as long as he stays healthy this season, he's going to come in and he's probably going to be their slot guy, and he can make plays and he can run routes and he can do the different things that need to be done and be a little bit more dynamic in the offense. And again, Travis Benjamin, even if he's not what the Bolts thought he was going to be, you can still use him for some of those sweeps. You can still hit him on a drag route, or at the very least, hey, go run as fast as you can, as deep as you can, take the top off the defense, and let everyone underneath go to work. A lot of times as a wide receiver, you don't necessarily need to, make every catch on every down. You just need to have the defense respect you. Give them a reason to, change up their game plan, make other guys available. You know what I mean? It's just like in basketball. You have the best player on the court. He's getting double teamed. Somebody's open. So obviously Travis Benjamin's probably not going to command a double team, but you got to respect the speed and you got to play off of him underneath. Just run stuff behind him. Artavis Scott will be like Eddie Royal for I agree. And remember, Eddie Royal was tremendous from the slot. Such an underrated wide receiver. He was great. So that'll be dope. Sue could be a nice pickup for y'all. He's out there. I think the Chargers are well, the fact that he hasn't gotten signed, I don't think that there's like a market where he just wants to jump in. I really think the Chargers are gonna just go through the draft, see what they get, see what positions it needs. You'll probably see him make another couple of signings before training camp starts, and all that stuff. So I want to see Cantrell play. I want to see that's another one. Good. Thank you for reminding me, Tony. Dylan Cantrell was having an amazing training camp before he went down with his injury too as well. The Chargers have a lot of and there's still Jeremy Davis, who hasn't done a whole lot, but he's still made some plays. The Chargers are deeper than we realize at wide receiver. It's just a couple guys got injured. Jeremy Davis can really play. I think he was just further down the depth chart. There's a reason they brought him back. They see things in him that he can do. No, I think there's a lot more depth than we realize at wide receiver. So I'm excited for that. Do you think the Chargers should let Tyrod be the starter if Rivers retire, draft a QB? Remember, Tyrod worked with Lynn for a few years. I wouldn't be mad at Tyrod starting. That's a big if. I don't think Rivers retires after this season. I really don't. I think he has more football left in him. I think him and the Chargers reach an extension. There's a reason the Chargers have here and there been trying to free up some cap space. They reconstructed Travis Benjamin's contract so it'd be less against the cap. They're going to bring back Rivers on they will. He's probably coming back. That's what they're probably making room for. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. At the same time, they also got to re-sign a bunch of guys in the next couple years. You got to re-sign Melvin Gordon. You got to re-sign Bosa here pretty soon. There's guys you got to bring back. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. The only problem is we can't spend too much. That exactly, Shrimp. And yeah, that's exactly the point, because you don't want to. And that's why the Chargers. A lot of people were like, "Oh, the Chargers aren't making any moves. Come on, Tom Telesco, wake up!" Like, no, there's a plan. There's talent on the roster already. You don't want to throw a bunch of money at a guy to come in when you got money you got to spend on your own guys pretty soon. If anything, the best moves should be keeping this group of guys as together as possible, adding value without overspending. So I think if they've done their due diligence. I know Tom Telesco has probably spoken to Ndamukong Suh, and the numbers weren't there. So they're literally writing it out. The unfortunate part of negotiations, and it sucks because usually the players get hosed in this situation, the closer it gets to training camp, the more desperate guys get to sign a contract. If they hold out and think they're worth more, they may end up making nothing. We saw that happen with Des Bryant. He went unsigned deep into the season, and then unfortunately, had an injury that where he didn't even see the field. So Tom's probably like, okay, we'll call you back in a month if you want less money to come play for the Chargers. So we'll see. We couldn't afford it. Yeah, exactly. But at the same time, I'm okay with that. I would have easily taken Earl Thomas. I would have easily taken a number of these safeties that were out there. I would love to see Trey Boston back in a Chargers uniform, playing safety, playing free safety with next to Derwin. The reality of it is they just didn't want to overspend on a shiny new car when you got a great automobile in the garage already, a great fleet of automobiles in the garage already, We still need money for Gates. Yeah, but Gates at the same time needs to realize he needs to take the veteran minimum. So, or close to it, however they decide to structure his contract. So, again, they're probably just waiting to finalize that. I'm sure there's been multiple conversations that we don't know about between Tom Telesco, or the Chargers organization as a whole, and Antonio Gates. So we'll see. Sue will ruin the locker room. And I don't feel like he's as bad as he was. I think with the right leadership, he'll be a little bit better. And honestly, I'm not as afraid to sign certain guys. Obviously, you don't want a guy who's like Antonio Brown, who's just out there with his stuff, But I feel like Sean McVay probably did it last year because you didn't see Sue really be a problem. And I feel like Coach Lynn is that right amount of like disciplinary, but hey, we're going to have fun too, guys. Don't worry. To where guys respect him enough to not act up. And I feel like there's a culture in the Chargers locker room that really just brings out the best in every guy in there, Are you going to the Chargers? Yes, Julian Ritchie. I made the announcement a little bit earlier. I will be there, Santa Monica Pier, April 25th. Chargers, I'm promoting your event. If you want to get in touch, the tddiaries@gmail.com. We can do some business. Let me know. Do you think Derwin will have a better year than last year? He looks like one of the best. Yeah, that's the thing. He, as well as he played last year as a rookie, he's only going to get better. Only going to get better. So Trey Boston, he is available, Hugo. He is very available. Boston just had a kid. Pretty sure he has no rush to sign. Plus, the last 2 years he signed late. He's also looking at actual contract, not only. Yeah, no, and that's the thing. And not to get too much into the man's business, he played for the Chargers on a contract worth $900K, which is still a good amount of money to us who don't play professional sports, but to a professional athlete, that's not a whole lot of job security or long-term investment. So $900K for 1 year, and then the Cardinals he signed for $1.5 million for 1 year. So yeah, he wants some like, hey, I know I don't need to move again in 12 months, so or less than that, 6 months, 8 months, whatever it is. But yeah, he just had a son. Blessings to him and his family. Trey, if you see this and you come to California for whatever reason, we need to play another round of golf. So let me know. Tusco has done a great job at producing blah, blah, blah. Pounce, for example, looking forward to see Thomas Day. Yeah, exactly. And that's it. I mean, look at the signings. He brought in Mike Pouncey. Not a very glamorous, breaking news. Ian Rappaport coming in with the spicy details of a Mike Pouncey signing. But look how much a benefit. Look how much stability he brought to the offensive line. Thomas Davis is going to be that. Veteran leadership and a a tough guy at linebacker. That's what they need for sure. You look at when they brought in Casey Hayward a little while back, and it's like, Casey who? And we all know who Casey Hayward is now. Granted, last season he wasn't making as many interceptions. I think a lot of that just has to do with, just with teams game planning away from him. Whereas before it was like unproven, only had one good season with the Packers. Basically played as a slot guy, and here he is starting now, and nobody expected him to be as good as he was, and here he was picking off everything. So we'll see. Thomas Davis working on IJ. Man, I wish I was like cut up and like yoked or ripped or whatever, and just like had a HD camera crew and got my workout tape, and it made me look like the most intense dude out there. You know what I'm saying? Because, geez, some of those are like Keenan just posted a workout video too, all edited, special effects. I'm like, dang, that's kind of sick. How would 16-0 sound? Spicy noodles, that would sound great. Wonderful. Let's go 16-0, please. Look at the Chargers that were cut as an example of Telesco's good choices. Legit a die. Haven't heard anything about them signing with other teams. Yeah, and I wish both those guys the best. I really do. Adai, I've talked about it many millions of times, so I'm not going to get too into it. I feel like everything around him, the roster with him just kind of changed, and he couldn't really adapt into a different role than what he was used to playing. So he kind of just, he's got a great opportunity to play for a team and be, in the box safety or a nickel safety or whatever. Just free safety wasn't his best strong suit at all. But with a guy like Derwin, who can literally play safety, corner, linebacker, and defensive end all in one game, you don't really have a choice. So we'll see what happens. Still heated package getting off so quick. Yeah. But that's the thing. It's just sometimes some guys thrive better in different systems and different environments. It's, sometimes you see it all the time, especially in football, because there's so much game planning and schemes and things like that. Like basketball is like very like, you got plays and you got systems that guys are suited for, but at the same time, you either got to go put the ball on the floor, get a bucket, or you got to make a shot or do something. Where in football, you need all 11 guys on the same page. And, sometimes if one of those guys just doesn't fit in with what the coach wants the other 10 to do, you never know. And then they go to somewhere where they could just literally be the best version of themselves. And that's football, Do you think Melvin Gordon is prone to injuries? He's a beast, but I'm always worried about his health. I don't think he's prone to injuries. But I do think, and here's my thing, I do think the Chargers need to kind of find a way to not overuse him. He was killing it last year, both passing game, running game, just did it all. Amazing athlete. I really think, similar to how the Rams did with Todd Gurley, I really think they I don't want to say ran him into the ground. It just, the workload was a little, you know what I mean? They got to find a way to okay, let's not, put the entire offense on you sometimes with certain drives, because he would kill it with a run, kill it with another run. You throw a swing pass to him, and I get it. When you got to cover guys like Mike Williams, Keenan Allen down the field. When Hunter Henry comes back, he's going to be a weapon. Who are you going to leave open? You're gonna take your chance, let him have the 1 yard out or the 1 yard flat to the running back and try and make a tackle. And he just happens to be really good at making dudes miss, so it works. But they got to find a way to alleviate the workload, and I think they will. I think with what's his name, Justin Jackson, right? I think with him, I mean, obviously you have Eckler as the change of pace back, but I think with Justin Jackson, I think you have an opportunity to really have 3 running backs, even if hey, you know what? You've been taking a beating this game, Melvin Gordon. Let's hand it off to our other 2 guys. Let them carry the load a little bit. We'll throw you back in, just to not take a pounding. And then late in the season, you're one of your best offensive weapons in the backfield who can also catch passes is hurting a little bit. So I think they can just, figure out a way to spread the workload around so nobody gets too worn out. Oh, man, Justin. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. That's what I'm saying, Manny. Justin Jackson, throw him in the mix. Let him get some reps. I mean, you even saw it when Melvin Gordon came back. They would throw Justin Jackson in. Fresh set of legs. Again, he's elusive, and he's going to beat you when you got a tired defense and a running back that's ready to go, fresh. You know what I'm saying? And then, again, Eckler's a different animal, different beast, you got to cover. He's not your traditional running back. He's almost like your Danny Woodhead type of guy. So it really, between the 3 of them, they have a chance to utilize that depth and really make sure they don't wear down Melvin Gordon too early in the season. Where am I at? Unless you're gonna die with the box, Phillips there. Also, that's the thing. Adrian, yeah, it just sucks, he got a lot of criticism, and I got a lot of criticism. Unfortunately, just things happened around him, and he kind of just got pushed out and ended up in a role he wasn't comfortable with. I like I forgot about Newsome too with his backflips and handsprings. Yeah, they got depth at running back, so they just got to use all those guys. I mean, obviously, Justin Jackson's not going to come in, or Dontrez Newsome is not going to come in and, give you 20 carries or something like that. But Just give them 5, 10 carries, maybe between the two of them, or whoever's hot that game or whatever, just to take a few carries off of Melvin Gordon, because you pretty much, Melvin might have a bunch of carries, but he's also going to catch a bunch of passes too. He'll probably have 6, 7 receptions. So throw that on there as carries, because he never goes down after the first contact or runs out of bounds. Add those as carries. You got to deduct them from somewhere. So if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's what I'm going with. In my opinion, JJ should be running back too. We'll see. I mean, training camp, preseason. We'll see what happens. Cause it's just really how they want to use him. Because, it's just how they want to use him. Because Eckler is such a great change of pace and just a different way of using a running back. He can still run between the tackles. He's capable of it. But he can do a lot of different things. So we'll see. What am I going to do with my Verrett jersey? Change the last name to Jackson. I don't know. And I wish the best of luck to Jason Verrett. I want to take a moment. Sounds like he's in a good situation with the 49ers. I really hope he can stay healthy. He's such a talented football player. And to not be able to do what you're a professional at, what you're truly passionate about. Does this make me too dark? That makes me too dark. God, it's just, I don't know. That's hard. That's really tough, So, rip to anyone with a Matthews jersey. Yeah, that's another one. Dude was so talented, just could not stay healthy. And then when he was healthy, he had the fumbling problem. So, Niners got a stacked defense. Yeah, you got Richard Sherman on one side and Jason Verrett on the other side. They got to stay healthy. Would you say he's a bust? I don't. It just sucks. He's been hit with injury. I wouldn't say Verrett's a bust, not yet. If he misses an entire season again and then doesn't ever play again, yes, bust. But at the same time, it's like a bust with an asterisk. And again, everyone has a little bit different, opinion on bust. I consider a bust more of like you drafted him and he just didn't perform. And Verrett hasn't had the opportunity to show that he can perform. And when he was on the field, he was a Pro Bowler. So you know what? No, he's not a bust. He made it to a Pro Bowl. I wouldn't call that a bust. It's just unfortunate. You know what I mean? Bosa and Gordon jerseys rip. I know, right? Got to change the Bosa jersey to 97 and Melvin to 25. It makes sense because Atauchu had 97, so Bosa couldn't wear it. Daryl Stuckey had 25, so Melvin couldn't wear it. But those are both their college numbers. And then I know Melvin wore 25 throughout his entire life, so there's that. Tony Ortiz, who's going to the draft party at Santa Monica Pier? This guy right here. 2 thumbs, me. A lot of people change it. A lot of people change like the stuff on the back of their jerseys. Like as far as like, I know Derwin changed his too. He put Derwin James Jr. or something like that. Yeah, and then obviously you had Casey Hayward and Melvin Gordon the third. Everyone put the third or junior or whatever. So, thank you. You got it, Hugo. Money back. I know that's a jersey to get, dude. And when was the last time we got excited over a kicker like that? The myth, the legend that is Moneybags. I don't like Bosa changing his number to 97. Manny, again, the number he wore at Ohio State. So, and it wasn't available when he was drafted, and now it's available. So, I'm just glad Brett signed the team that's not in division. Breaking hearts, Tyrell. Hey, you know what? If Tyrell wants to be a trader, Tyrell can be a trader. Joe, catch you there. Heck yeah, man. I'll be there. I'm debating. Okay, now this is a bit of a personal thing. So I'm debating on what to roll up in at the draft party. Guys, this might be a little awkward or weird to discuss. I'm debating, should I wear the Dizzy jersey? Wait. Dizzy jersey right there. Should I go in something powder blue? I feel like I should go in something powder blue. I don't know. Or I might wear my Derwin, my Bolt Ganger Don't Bang shirt from Derwin James merch. We'll see. Doesn't Bosa have a jersey in the Hall of Fame with 99? Yeah, yes. Yeah, he does. Keenan Allen has a color rush jersey in there. Bosa has one for, I forget what he did. Powder blue. You should go to the game in Mexico. Julian, I'm trying. Julian. Monies. But, I mean, it's not going to be a whole lot, like, expensive, but it's like, you just got to make sure it's in the budget. If money wasn't a thing but a chicken wing, I'm done. I'm there. No questions asked. Done deal. Booked. You know what I mean? Powder blues for sure. See you there, bro. Sounds good, Jared. Rivers whenever retire. G Gutierrez, I hope he never retires, bro. No one should get 21, only LT. Oh yeah, well it's already retired. Like the fact that the jerseys are retired, that's still consistent. So 21, 14, 19, and 55 are still retired. So literally no one is allowed to wear those numbers. Hopefully Case bounces back this year. As far as Casey Hayward, I think he will. We'll see. It'll be nice to see Trevor Williams back. I think Mikey Davis back will be a nice little slot rotation, a little bit of competition at the cornerback spot. So we'll see. Off subject, how about Tatis Jr.? Bro, how about the Padres in general? Now, if this is short-lived and, everything gets put back in this perspective and they ended up, like, at least having a decent season, I'm still all right. There is so much to be excited about when it comes to the Padres. We're going to switch it up to baseball real quick. There is so much to be excited about when it comes to the Padres because there hasn't been that buzz as far as they got a big name signing in Manny Machado, and then Tatis Jr. is playing at a high level, coming out, I don't want to say surprising a lot of people, but in a way just unexpected for people who don't really, pay attention to the Padres, which is everyone who watches baseball not in San Diego. And then on top of that, just the guys they're going to have coming up, it's just, yeah. My Dodgers are coming back for that first place. And that's what I'm saying, Manny. I'm not trying to get too ahead of myself. Everything's going to pan out. Everything's going to even out. I would love to see the Padres win the NL West. But I realistically, as somebody who can realistically look at baseball, the Dodgers are still the team to beat even if they didn't start out as hot. The Padres still have to, they're winning and everything's good, but every team, it's a long season. You're going to have your rough patch. That team is determined by their rough patch and how they get themselves out of it. So we'll see what they're really made of once they start, when they lose a couple in a row and it's like, okay, now you got to get it, get back on track type of thing. So, yeah. Conflicted baseball fan. I like Dizzy, but right now it's the A's. I'm a conflicted baseball fan too. I just want to put that out there. I don't make no sense. I like the Padres. I live 20 minutes away from Angel Stadium, so I like the Angels as well. So, Dodger fans, I'm just not your friend at all when it comes to baseball. But, I mean, my OC in San Diego, those are my two teams. So, yeah. Should all wear powder blues for the draft fest at Santa Monica? I would assume a lot of people will be. I would assume that's going to be the case. But that's what I'm saying. Like, maybe I wear something different so that way I stand out. That way, like, not that I'm, like, into myself like that, but, like, that way y'all can find me if you guys want to say hi. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, there's Dizzy or Derek. He said he was going to wear something different. Everyone's in powder blue. He's wearing a white T-shirt. There he is. So, do you support Angels' move to Long Beach or Disneyland? I would prefer they stay in Anaheim. I mean, I don't want to see any more of my teams move. That's facts, but I wouldn't mind, and I completely understand because it's not saying that Angel Stadium is old, but it's they could use an update. They really could. It's been, I was thinking like, why are they making a hoopla over like a stadium? It's not that old, and I looked it up, and I'm like, oh. It's old. It's been there for a minute. So I get it. I hope basically I don't know. I'm rambling on and I don't want to say too much without having specific details just because I'm not really prepared to speak about that. But I would prefer they stay in Anaheim. I really do. But I would understand if they go to Long Beach, and it's down. It's down the 22 freeway, so a little ways. So it's not like they're like moving, Wherever they can get a stadium done, I get it. At least we all hit the Raiders. Yerp. How many Charger fans are in LA? A lot. 21 Savage. No, I don't. I mean, I don't know. We'll see. I'm excited for the draft fest. I'm really excited. I'm excited to. I have to go real quick. BRB. Okay, Tony. I'm excited for the draft fest. I'm gonna see what kind of turnout it looks like. I'm excited to see what it'll be like. For real, Chargers moving was bad enough. Yeah, no, and it was rough. I think time heals all wounds. Hopefully with certain radio station, and I don't wish it for anyone to lose jobs ever. People work hard every single day to do their job to the best of their ability. So I'm not wishing that on anyone. But with a certain radio station recently going under, or for now under, hopefully a media outlet that promoted negativity in order to captivate and entertain an audience, hopefully without having that being the rallying cry, hopefully that kind of, eases off that the whole Chargers hate. I think it's really not as bad as a lot of people think it is. It's really a lot of people on social media just really that upset. And I get it. And far be it from me to tell any San Diegan ever to say, hey, you should get over it. No, I get it. I do. I respect all the opinions. It's when you decide to get nasty and disgusting and you literally make it your life's mission, or like you look at someone's social media outlet and it is 100% hate. And I don't know if you guys happen to catch the Joe Rogan podcast with Kevin Hart, where Kevin Hart basically in the interview makes a point to say, the cool thing to do is just hate on stuff for no reason. And there are two types of people that were affected by the Chargers relocation. It was people who were actually upset, who really loved Chargers football and attending games in San Diego. And then there was the people who just got so excited and got a little bit of clout for retweeting a negative something or making a meme about, the ownership, and like, oh, cool, I got like 20 likes on this, I'm going to keep doing it. Like, no, dude. Just promoting negativity just to promote negativity, just for some clout, just for some attention, just for it. No, it's and I'm guilty of it too. I leave the videos that I made right after the Chargers moved, I leave them on my channel as a reminder, like, hey, that was you too, bro. Like, you got, you posted something that was, it was sad, but it was emotional, and it was really how you felt, and it got a lot of attention. Then you talked about the relocation again, and that got a lot of attention. And then you kind of kept doing it and tried to, I don't say monetize, but you tried to basically get views for being salty or negative. So I did it too. And I'm not proud of it, but it's there. And I made a choice like, okay, if I'm still here, if I'm still going to be a fan, got to get over it. It is what it is. The Chargers did what they needed to do. They're getting a brand new stadium. Unfortunately, San Diego wouldn't work with them. There's 20 different sides of the argument, and not one of them is 100% right. It's just, we just got to move on. Such is life. And a little over 2 years removed, I'm honestly I wish, deep down inside, I wish they were still playing in San Diego. I wish they could have worked out a stadium deal. But I am not a bitter, upset human being. I'm happy. I'm content. I'm just all positive vibes and trying to promote positivity. And honestly, like, I don't know, just there's no reason to thrust yourself into a negative world, because you're just constantly going to be unhappy. You just got to constantly make the next negative point. And it doesn't get you anywhere. It really, you just end up in this cycle of negativity and, I hate this and I hate this and I hate this. And you really think you're getting attention and oh yeah, I'm, somebody now because I'm hating on this. And you just drive yourself nuts with your own negativity. So that's what that is. Where are we at? A Super Bowl would have kept the SD fat. Again, yes. Winning, look why the Padres got a new stadium downtown, because they timed it perfectly and did it when they went to the World Series. So, yeah, no, a Super Bowl would have gotten people like, oh, man, we got a Super Bowl team here in San Diego. We got to vote to keep the Chargers here. I think there would have been more of a priority. Or it's like, whatever, they stink, they're lousy anyways. I almost think of it as like a surprise Pikachu meme. Like, oh, the Chargers aren't leaving. Chargers leave. And then the surprise Pikachu meme where he's like, it's kind of what that is. I won't hold against any of the fam, but like you said, let's think again. yeah, and I don't hold anything against anyone. I just worry about people's sanity and like not sanity. I worry about their happiness because again, it's bullying or being nasty or negative, especially on social media, brings joy for that immediate amount of time. And then after that runs out, you either got to be negative again to get that little high of joy for being negative, or again, it's temporary. You're overall you're just going to be upset because you're never really truly satisfied or happy. I remember seeing you at the last draft fest. You were eating a hot dog. I was eating a hot dog. That was a very good hot dog, by the way. Yeah, that was the one at well, it wasn't the very last one. That was the one in that was the first one they had. That was actually at the time the StubHub Center. The Queen Mary was last year. I didn't make it to that one. I think that was it was a season ticket holder only event. So that's why I'm excited about the Santa Monica Pier, because it's open to everyone. So that's why I'm excited to see the turnout. It's not closed off. Like anyone and everyone can come up in there. So yeah. Also, I'm excited. Hopefully, they got some bomb food. I know they said they're gonna have like food and drinks that are on the pier, but I'm trying to get my grub on while I'm up there. So yeah. What happens at draft party? Everyone. Well, there'll be a vlog about it. So stay tuned. Hopefully that weekend I'll upload it because it's on the 25th. Probably edit it 26th, 27th. I'll probably upload it on like the 28th or something. If not, I might be lazy and upload it on the 30th. Who knows? But either way, it's basically a bunch of fans get together and they have a big old like TV jumbotron screen, and we all watch the draft live with like a bunch of Charger fans. And apparently, there's gonna be the Charger girls will be there for like photo ops, stuff like that. Some players are gonna be there, both past and present, to sign autographs. I've seen in the past the draft fest where sometimes the players like mingle with some of the fans and stuff like that. And then everyone just eats and drinks and watch the draft, and then it happens to be on the Santa Monica Pier, so you can't be mad about being on the Santa Monica Pier for an afternoon. You know what I'm saying? So that it's cool. Like everyone just gets together and hangs out, and yeah, it's fun. Rams fans will be super annoying about the stadium being theirs when playing them in Inglewood. It is what it is. It is what it is. You know, whose house? Rams house. Yeah. Let them do their thing. Poor Buffalo Bills, only team with no primetime games. And that's usually the Chargers. So just hang in there, Buffalo. You'll be all right. Usually the Chargers, like all their games are afternoons, and they get like a Thursday night game, and that's it. So 2 Sunday night games and a Monday night game. I'm excited. I saw you at the queue when they played their last game. Yeah, I was there, vlogging on, where was it? This exact camera. So this is usually me. This is what I look like out in the world. You guys see this version that's on this screen right here. But yeah, this is usually me talking to the camera, talking to the vlog the whole time. LA Stadium was 2 owner box suite made for 2 teams. Stadium 2 locker rooms, 2 away locker rooms. What camera is that? Oh, Canon G7X Mark II. I'm a big fan of Canon cameras. Does anyone want to do a camera segment? Because I like talking about cameras, and I spend a lot of money on them, and I don't ever talk about them. Okay, so yeah, Canon G7X Mark II. Basically the camera that every vlogger uses, just because of the front-facing this. Basically shoots almost as good as a DSLR. Is the quality is amazing. Here, hold on, give me 1 second. Because here's my other setup. So this is usually like when you see me filming like here in the studio, but facing that way, because obviously that's the wall or the soundproof foam, whatever that you see. So I have a tripod in the background. Usually I'm filming on this thing. So this is just a Canon Rebel T6i, same thing, because I'm a vlogger and I need to be in front and behind of the camera. So you got your folding screen, and then usually I'll throw like a right here, Rode microphone on top. So this is basically my setup. Like when I'm, this is basically my setup if I'm able to take a large camera. Because more often than not, when you go to stadiums, when you go to events, you can't take this whole thing with you. But this is basically what I film with. This will live on a tripod here when I'm filming in my little in-home studio, whatever. The quality between these two, nearly identical. You cannot tell the difference. This is huge. This is a lot more compact. Both great cameras. This one, of course, just doesn't have the attachment for the microphone. So this one I would much rather have because, you know, audio quality. And then, of course, the things you can do dynamic with the DSLR. So, and then I have two other lenses for like longer distance. More often than not, I have a wide angle lens because if I'm like right here in my face, I can get more background. That's the other thing. When you're filming with this and it's like arm's length and I have little T-Rex arms too, you'll notice the frame is like my face. Whereas with this thing, I can get more background and scenery so you get a feel of where I'm at. And then if I'm really feeling froggy, and I got to double check because this is probably what I'm going to probably bring to Santa Monica for the Draft Fest if I'm allowed to bring a big enough camera. You've probably seen, you know, with the Gorilla Pods, vloggers, they bend it, and then this is your camera rig. This is your whole setup. So, yeah. That's if, you know, no restrictions. I can bring the biggest camera I can find, and I take that with me. So, should get the M50. How much is the M50? You know what? I've seen the M50. It's because that has a shoe for the. I researched it. There's a reason I didn't get it, and I don't remember what it was. I think it's because and the M50 is like an in between camera. Excuse me. But I think it's because we had like a little dinky camera, then we bought this because we wanted something small and portable that I can literally like throw in my pocket. And then we ended up getting the big camera for like dynamic stuff because you can do more things as far as like with the lenses and all that stuff, you know, lens zoom versus digital zoom, a lot better quality. So I don't know. Right now I'm like not trying to buy any camera equipment because I went all in on that. I do want a different lens that's a little bit somewhere between like a, not to get too technical, it's like a, what is it? I think it's like an 18 to, or what is it? It's a 12 to 22 millimeter, something like that. It's basically like a wide angle and like the regular lens that the camera comes with if you buy the whole put together camera in one, so I don't have to carry multiple lenses around with me. So that's that. Anyways, that's my camera stuff. What up, Cold 45 show? Yeah, I looked up Disneyland compared to the new stadium. I was blown away. Disneyland is like 85 acres. The new stadium project is 300. Bro, it is huge. They're going to make a whole like thing out of the Inglewood Stadium site. Like it's going to be crazy. Okay, we're going to come down and play Chargers on Sunday. Yeah, man. We're just talking about that, bro. Probably I want to go to either that or the Steelers game just cuz they're both going to be Sunday night games. When you go to Charger games or any other events, do you try to promote TD Diaries to get more subs? Let's try. Hey, man. RMV 949. You heard the man. Let's 100 what is it? 1 million subs. I can't even count numbers. Million subs. Let's do it. Everyone get to sharing, get to like. No, I do. I do and I don't because at the same time I don't want to promote my content as if I'm that guy on the street corner promoting my mixtape. So there's that. Because I don't want to be like, yo, check out my channel. Yo, check out my channel. And we did it like a couple times. Like, I don't know. I'm not that like, because then I feel like spam in real life. You know what I mean? Like, hey, man, you excited for the game? Yeah, that's what's up. Oh, you guys getting a hot dog? Cool, man. Well, I'm Derek. I do a YouTube channel. You know what I mean? I just feel too like, yo, I didn't ask you, bro. Like, why are you telling me? Why are you trying to slang your YouTube channel at me? So I just kind of like, if anything, my promotion is, again, me walking around with the camera, talking to it. And then people will come up and be like, well, they'll see me filming, And a lot of people will be like, oh, you like, who know what's going on. Or are you a YouTuber? Yeah, here's the channel. We do a lot of Charger stuff. Oh, cool. Yeah, man, I just subscribed to you. All right, sick. Or like, people like, what are you doing? Oh, I'm a YouTuber. I'm making a YouTube video. Again, I'll talk about it, but I don't really. Everyone's there to watch a game. You know what I mean? So I'm not really trying to be in people's faces type of stuff. So, you know. And then, of course, I'm there to make a video more than I am there to promote my channel. And then I let the promotions online take care of themselves. Then people see it, then they follow, and then it's like, cool, yeah, like we're talking about the draft party. I hope everyone in the chat gets an opportunity to go, at least if you live in and around Santa Monica. I'd love to meet you guys as much as, is probably more than you want to meet me. So I love putting faces to names on the comment section. So, yeah. Yo, Derek, taking off for the night. Oh, I just saw this sick shrimp. All right, later, shrimp. Have a good one. It's going to be a big plaza outside the stadium. Not even a fan of LA teams, but that should be exciting. Yeah, man, it's going to look sick. And then not just football. I'm sure they'll have, like, international soccer events and if the United States – U.S. is supposed to get the Olympics in a few years, right? Probably have some stuff there. Like, it's going to be amazing. It's just a great venue. So I'm excited. What's your Twitch tag? Well, name on Twitch is Dizzy HD. Just here. All right. Well, you know what? We're promoting because it was actually asked. So thank you, Mike. Let's see, channel. So if you guys want, I live stream on Twitch more than I live stream on YouTube. So here it is. Boom, my Twitch channel. Feel free to go in. I play a lot of Fortnite, but I'm down to play literally anything else if you have suggestions. So, but for those of you who enjoy video game content, there's the Twitch plug. All right, cool. What the most underrated game of the year? So are you talking about like the current schedule? It'll be a boring game, but the Bears game, just because the Bears is probably the best defense that the Chargers will face during the regular season. That'll be a test. That'll be a big test in Chicago to see what can they do against a dominant defense, especially with a team with a dominant pass rush. So I think that's a big, like, that'll let us know what we're capable of. Titans game might be another underrated one. Again, the Titans don't like wow a lot of people, but they play a lot of teams tough. So, and Mariota's can make some plays. So those two, and it's funny that they're back to back. Those two are probably the games that aren't going to get a lot of, like, I mean, maybe Chargers Bears will, but the Chargers Titans won't, and that's usually a good game between those teams. So, yeah, cool, appreciate it. Actually, I might even depending on when we wrap this up, I might even go live on Twitch tonight for a little bit. So we'll see. I just realized I don't even have my phone on me, so that's sick. Watch my phone be blowing up and not even near it. Let me see. Chat, where we at? Yes, the stream is lots of fun. Yep, Nacho knows. We out there. Y'all get to watch me fail. Y'all get to watch me succeed. Y'all get to watch a little bit of everything. Go all through the emotions. It's funny. Is the draft party free, G. Gutierrez? Yes, it is free. You have to register for tickets, but it's free. So if you go on the Chargers.com website, you can basically, if you don't have a Ticketmaster or Chargers account, you can make one real quick. Just email password. I would register for tickets, and that way you have them on your phone. You can register when you get there, but apparently it's like, I'm assuming it's going to be something of like they're going to let so many people in at a time. So like you might be standing out in line or something to get on the pier, and it's like, yo, we're full capacity on the pier. We got to wait for some people to leave. Treat it like a club, So just get your tickets ahead of time. And then I'm going to show up there. I'm going to get there. Well, I'm going to get to Santa Monica early just for parking and all that. And I'll probably be chilling around there. I don't know. I'm hoping to get there like 3, no later than 3:30. That way I can just be in and around Santa Monica. Shoot, I might do a little shopping. Might hit up that Nike store, you know what I'm saying? And then, go over to the pier. So, watch the first game in LA Stadium be Rams versus Chargers. That would be lit. Dude, that would be lit. No Prime subscription. What do you mean no Prime subscription? I mean, yeah, you can subscribe with Twitch Prime. Por favor. I live in SD, but I'm down to go. Hey, do it, man. I mean, I live in OC, so it's a little bit closer to me, but it's still during the week. It's still probably a good hour for me to get to Santa Monica. So, if you could, it's from 4 to 9. Depending on what you got going on Friday, just clear that whole Thursday and just go. Should be a lot of fun. I'm excited. And again, I'm gonna try. If anything, I might go to Santa Monica like earlier during the day just to be there because I don't want to get stuck in traffic and be late. I want to be there from start to finish. And in fact, I wouldn't mind if I'm gonna go all the way to Santa Monica. I wouldn't mind chilling out, walking around for a couple hours, and then going to the draft party on the pier and basically just chilling on the pier. So, trying to figure out where they display the jumbo screen for us to watch near the arcade or at the. I would assume it's at the end, just to not have clutter, because obviously everyone's going to be want to be where the jumbotron is to watch. So I would assume it would be at the end of the pier, because I think from what they were making it sound like, they wanted to keep everything within the pier still open. Like they wanted to keep the roller coaster and the Ferris wheel still open and a lot of that stuff. So I can only imagine it would be further down so people can crowd around and watch the screen and not crowd around those areas and let people play games and do all that stuff. So we'll see though. Are you going to do a video predicting last season was like? Possibly. We're going to see. I might do it after the draft, but yeah, there's a good chance I might do something like that. If I was able to drive, I would have gone to the draft part. Take the train. No, I'm just kidding. That's a long train ride. Especially at night to take the train, because it ends at 9, so to take the train afterwards would be long. What up, Mr. D? What's going on? I just saw your chat right now. What's up, bro? Welcome to the stream. What else? What time is it? 9:30? Okay. If you think about it, Rams, NFC Chargers, AFC, every team in the NFL will come to that stadium eventually. No, yeah, facts. Big facts. Because, yeah, you got obviously the divisional opponents. And then you got, 4? So 8 home games, 3 of them. So, yeah, five teams out of the year that are unique. And then if they make playoffs, then the playoff teams. Yeah, so eventually you'll see every single team, AFC, NFC, and within cycle within the. That's going to be incredible, because you could literally pick who you want to see the Rams or the Chargers play if you happen to not be a fan, or even if you are a fan, you can literally pick a team you want to see. Are the powder jerseys your favorite? I'm not going to lie, I am a big fan of the Navy ones, but I'm not mad about them making the powder blues primary, not at all. What do you think about the fleet? I'm bummed, man. I'm really bummed. I'm bummed that the AAF just kind of called it quits out of nowhere. I had tickets to the game last weekend, so it's a bummer, dude. But it's with any startup league, it's sometimes every time there's not enough money to go around. That's the problem. These things cost a lot of money, and you can't expect to make any money on these things for a few years. So a lot of times they lose money, and they're like, all right, cool, pull the plug. We're out. So for the home game, should bring back the 2007 jerseys back with the bolt on top of the shoulder and the number on the bottom. See, the only thing with that, Carrasco the God, and I'm cool with nostalgia. I just think that, and I'd like to see those once a game. Well, the first problem is the NFL doesn't allow you to change your helmet color. Technically, you can't change your helmet throughout the year. You have to wear the same helmet the entire year, or you can only change it once if you're like changing to an updated style. So like Phillip Rivers updated to a style because the helmet he was wearing since however many years ago was going to be banned in the league next season. So he made the switch this season to be a safer helmet. But because you can't wear multiple helmets, you can't paint the helmets different colors. Got rid of all the throwbacks that are different color helmets. So that's the problem. I wouldn't mind seeing it, but I'm also cool with the current jerseys, and I understand the current branding. And then at the same time, a lot of it is just up to the NFL. The NFL is very strict for no reason when it comes to like jersey rules and all that stuff. Like no reason whatsoever. They're just obnoxious. Because in fact, you look at the Rams when they wear their blue and yellow, like the old school, like Eric Dickerson era Rams. The blue on the helmet doesn't match the blue on the jersey. The helmets are significantly darker than the jerseys. So because they can't change the helmet color, and they're stuck wearing the navy blue helmet. So I'm cool with powder blue. The other thing too, and I mentioned this in a comment earlier, I'm cool with the powder blue because it sets them apart. the powder blue jerseys are such a unique jersey to the NFL that I'm cool with them going to that in order to stand out and not get lost in the sauce of like a navy blue jersey. And someone made the point a long time ago. I wish I could remember what their YouTube username was. They were making the point of like the Rams wear dark blue. They try to wear white, but they're going to end up having some form of like darker blue or like maybe a royal blue when they finally get their new jerseys, whenever that's going to be. I think they've been saving them for the new season. They really just need to come out with them now because their jerseys are kind of garbage right now. The Chargers with their navy blue, they don't really stand out enough. They don't differentiate enough. So I think going with the powder blue as the primary, that's their way of like, hey, we're different, We're not this dark, bland color. They look sick, don't get me wrong. And with the yellow accessories, the all-navy jerseys look sick. But they wanted to stand out and be different, so I respect it. I know what they're going for. What do you think about the stadium name change from StubHub? I mean, it's a name change, StubHub, their contract to the naming rights of the stadium ran out, and Dignity Health said, we're going to pay you more money to name the stadium different. So that's just how it works. I don't really care. It's just the name of the stadium. I prefer saying StubHub because then I could say at the stub, or you go to the stub and you get a dub. But Dignity Health is, it's just a name. So just like when they changed Qualcomm to SDCCU, like it's no longer the Q, it's SDCC. It's too many letters. But at the same time, Qualcomm is like, all right, we're not paying for the licensing on the stadium. And SDCCU said, all right, we'll buy it because it's probably cheaper now. So going to Mexican City for the game, touched on it a few times during the stream. We're trying. Want to. If money wasn't a thing but a chicken wing, we'd be there. Obviously, got to make sure it's in the budget first, but we definitely want to for sure. Rams jinxed themselves wearing old school jerseys in the Super Bowl. I don't think it has anything to do with the jerseys. They just played like crap. We don't give enough credit to the Patriots. Well, we do, but as much as I can't stand them until Tom Brady and Bill Belichick are gone, the Patriots are going to be in it to win it every year, like as far as in contention. So the Rams just straight up got outcoached. I thoroughly believe that. They just got outcoached. Goff didn't look like he was prepared for what was being thrown at him. So, it used to be the Home Depot Center. That was back, like, I remember when I was in high school and our football team, because I went to Esperanza High School, our football team was playing in the championship game at the Home Depot Center against, I think it was Loyola. They lost, but yeah, Home Depot Center. OG, for the real OGs. If she doesn't call it the Home Depot Center, she's too young for you, bro. When do tickets go on sale for single? I have no idea. I have no idea. The Chargers would be the better source for that, but I would assume it would be in the next couple of days since the schedule's announced. So I can only imagine it'd be a matter of a day or two maybe that tickets go on sale. If anything, they probably are already on sale as we speak. Or maybe first thing tomorrow morning, just because now that the dates are set, they can actually start selling the tickets. Dragonfly. Oh, yeah, or Dragonfly. I forgot about that. That awkward. Like, for tonight's game, we're going to be Dragonfly. Why? So confusing. You see Keenan Allen's post about those powder blue away jerseys with white. First of all, Tony Ortiz, the fact that you're asking me that question lets me know that you don't follow me on Twitter. So go ahead and follow me on Twitter, because let's go to my Twitter. If you would have followed me on Twitter, you would have seen me tweet, boom. Yup, make this happen at Chargers. Chat, please go follow me on Twitter. But to basically bring everyone up to speed, somebody, at Tank Edits, got to give credit where credit's due. This dude. Actually, I've seen a lot of times when players repost stuff, it's because the Tank Edits guy has photoshopped their stuff. But yeah, this is basically what I've been barking about like crazy. If the powder blues are the new primaries, I want to see something like this as the away. Don't got a Twitter, my bad, bro. Oh, you're good. My bad. Okay. I'm sorry. I apologize. Do you got an Instagram? Yes, I do. It is the exact same handle, at Dizzy_Huerta. Matter of fact, hold on. I forgot I got to have my screen. Instagram. I love how like I'm like giving you guys content, but that at the same time I'm like just plugging, like shamelessly self-promoting myself. All right, boom. There we go. There it is. Same profile picture. Dizzy underscore Huerta. Here is my Instagram. Here is Twitch clips where I fail at Fortnite. Oh, there's me and my mom at the stadium. There's some Funko Pops. There's a throwback picture of me and my homie Goose. I don't know if you've seen. Oh, yep. There's Goose right there. So that's, you know, me with lacking hair and me with a faux hawk. So there's that. Here's Tanya and some ice skates. Yeah. So, got some good stuff here on the grams. So if you guys want to follow, there it is. I got you on Insta though. My man. Appreciate it. Okay, I'm gonna follow you. Appreciate it. Big Bobby, big plays. That is a big play right there. Follow me on Instagram. Los Angeles getting a lot there. Yeah. So I was I was mentioning that earlier. They're getting the Olympic Games. It'll be interesting. There's gonna be a lot of buzz in Los Angeles. A lot of buzz. A lot of buzz. A lot of stuff happening. Is Goose going to be at the Draft Fest? I don't know, because I want to say he's going to see. The thing with the Draft Fest, I'm trying to get at least one of my friends to go. At least they can help me film. But the thing with the Draft Fest is on the same night as Avengers Endgame. So a lot of people are going to that. And, Santa Monica is not exactly close by to the theater that's by our house. So got to be at the Tijuana airport at 10 p.m. Thursday, 25th. I'm going to still register for tickets, though. I might bust the mission or do something fun before I spend a weekend in Mexico. Hey, man. I mean, what's the worst that happens? You don't use free tickets. Like, it doesn't cost you anything to register for them, So even if you think you might make it, that's the first thing I did. I registered for 2 tickets. Didn't know if I could go. Didn't know if Tanya can go. Tanya can't go, unfortunately. Didn't even have the day off. Finagled the day off, and it worked out. So you never know. You see the Clippers against the Warriors. I saw most of it. Didn't see the fourth quarter, but I heard about it. I was editing Monday night. Crazy. I will root for as a Laker fan, I will root for the necessary evil of rooting for the Clippers to see the Warriors lose. And then the Clippers can lose in the second round. You're going to follow Los Angeles XFL team. No, because I really don't care about the XFL. Like, not to be rude or anything, Colt. Great question. I really don't. I'm not going to lie. I emotionally invested myself in the Alliance of American Football. I don't trust the XFL. I know it's not going to be the whole WWE charade of football that it was once upon a time, that Vince McMahon wants to make like a legitimate run against it. I'm not really, I don't know. We'll see. I'll pay attention, but I don't plan on trying to like go and, grab the merch and really promote and make videos. I'm really not a fan of ending up with another freaking expensive ass starter jacket on a team that might not exist anymore. It's just I went all in on the AF. The Fleet was going to be my team. This was going to be the team that comes back, and we have a football team in San Diego. Yeah. Thoughts on Old Town Road? It absolutely slaps. It's my jam. You know what else my thoughts are on Old Town Road? So I got them horses in the back. Okay. They're in the back. They're behind this window right here. Horses are back there. So IDK answers about what are your thoughts about the players changing numbers? I'm kind of mad. I just got a boat. Yeah, that sucks. That's the worst is when you get I have worse luck. Usually I get a player and they end up off the team the next season. So I've had that happen. I understand why they're going back to their college numbers that weren't previously available when they first joined the Chargers. So I get it. You want to wear your number again. But yeah, you're gonna end up pissing off a lot of people in the process, because it's like, dude, I just bought your jersey. Now I gotta go buy it again, or now I gotta go. You know what I mean? Because it's like it's outdated. Nobody wants to wear outdated jerseys. But to be fair, I feel like if you got 99 or 97 or 28 or 25, you're good. No shade thrown, but yeah, I would be the same way. I'd be like, crap, now I got to buy a different number, especially if it's somebody like I really, really rock with. Like, I got 2 Keenan Allen jerseys. If he switched it up from 13, I'd be like, crap, all right, buying that new number tomorrow, So that's my thing. Did you see Phillip Rivers' Old Town? Of course, amazing. Everything everything that the Chargers do on digital media, and I'm gonna say this, like, put it out there in the digital universe. Everything the Chargers digital media team is doing is absolute fire. They have taken one of the most uninspiring Twitter accounts, social media accounts, like everything, and just between Backstage Chargers, which is technically like a TV production type thing, but it's on YouTube and Facebook Live or Facebook whatever video. I don't use Facebook. It's on YouTube. I watch it on YouTube. But Backstage Chargers, even their podcasts are amazing. Their Twitter and Instagram is just the improvement is so. It's like one of those things. Like, yeah, like, you know, our digital media team is awesome. You know, God, they're so good. You excited for a Pikachu movie? He sounds like a drug. I mean, it's Ryan Reynolds, so I'm excited for it. It'll be funny. I'm interested. I'll go see it. Good night, Bull fam. DZ, see you at Draft Fest. All right, Alonzo, take it easy. Probably gonna wrap up the stream pretty soon anyway, so you're not missing much. But yeah, definitely see you at Draft Fest. Have a good night. For real, the media team is big. Oh yeah, facts. Lit. Like, again, and I've sat through so many years of the social media team just being uninspiring and not really creative and very unoriginal, or not even unoriginal, just lethargic. Like, literally, like, oh yeah, we'll tweet out a picture, you know, Phillip Rivers passed this many yards and here's him throwing a ball. Like, come on, give me something. So Backstage Charges is an awesome way to avoid hard. I honestly prefer Backstage because I watch Backstage Lakers a lot, and it's like the similar feel. I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it because, I don't know, I just like it. Should link up with Bolt God and blog. That would I would pay money to see that. Tony, I'm going back up to the chat because I missed a bunch of chats. Yeah, I would love to link up with Bolt God. Yeah, he knows because I hit him up for, remember when I did that reaction video? Believe it or not, I pretty much asked everyone's permission who submitted a video. I didn't have to ask permission. They sent it to me. I asked for him and I got linked him. But Bolt God is somebody, obviously, because, you know, he's in his own. We didn't cross paths yet. But hit him with the follow, saw his reaction of, you know, his usual go-to, they quiet. So I found that from the Steelers game. And, you know, I hit him up. I'm like, yo, bro, can I use this for the reaction video? He's like, yeah, just link it to me when you make it. So we talked a little bit. But, oh, yeah. I hope he's at the Draft Fest because I'd love to link up with him, have a conversation with him, you know. Not even just to like, hey, let me stick a camera in your face and use you for views. But I would love to have a conversation with the dude because he's become like a recognizable, like really recognizable face as far as the Chargers fan base goes. So, I can't say this, but what are your thoughts on the yeah, we love the Fleet. Still love the Fleet on most of the Fleet games since I'm in San Diego. I'm going to miss that. Yeah, man, it sucks. Where are we at? Follow you on Instagram. Big Bobby. Oh, I already saw that. It's going to be the same in the Los Angeles Coliseum, changing. And I don't think the thing is the Los Angeles Coliseum, it's owned by the city of Los Angeles, so I don't know that they could necessarily sell the rights to name it. I know for a fact they're not going to put like some sort of sponsor name on it. It's just the LA Coliseum. That's it. They're not looking to sell the ad space that is the naming of the stadium. So, UCLA or UCSD? Who do you go for in college? UCSD, or I'm sorry. God, I saw SDSU and said the other school. SDSU for sure. I like both though, but SDSU if I had to pick one. Dodgers or Angels and or Padres. Don't like the Dodgers. Kings or Ducks. Ducks for sure. Same as the Angels, 20 minutes away from my house. LAFC or Galaxy. Man, you got to watch the channel more. I've been to like 2 or 3 Galaxy events. Galaxy. I actually used to pay attention to soccer way back in the day. I went to my first Galaxy game when I was super young, but then I never went to one ever again until like a few years ago. But yeah, Galaxy for sure, man. Landon Donovan, Robbie Keane, all the way back to Kobe Jones. Obviously, the man, the myth, the legend himself, David Beckham. I was actually there when he got a statue, so that was pretty cool. Bolt God is a barber, bro. Yeah, I know, but that's like me. I mean, I've never disclosed what my profession is, but I'm a normal guy. I just have a YouTube channel as a hobby. So that's like all of us. Like everyone who's like in this thing is like a normal dude with a normal job. It's just like this is our like our passion project type of thing. So his thing is he, dresses up and reps at games and events, and I film everything and talk about football, but I got a regular day job, a 9 to 5. As a matter of fact, if he didn't freaking work so far, I'd have him fade me up. Because look, my stuff, I need a haircut bad, dude. So I'd have him line me up or not line me up. I don't have enough hair for a lineup anymore. So that's kind of bad, but I need a trim. Galaxy, duh. Dizzy, you should go check out the San Diego Strike Force uniform. Yeah, same. Like I mentioned, I was investing in the AAF. I really don't have the desire or eagerness to really. I know there's the IFLs. Everyone's saying it's super entertaining. It's just the AAF was probably the closest thing to NFL football that wasn't NFL football that had a chance to succeed. It's not a. I know the XFL. We're gonna see what that is. I don't know. It doesn't get me excited. Thanks for help responding, bro. Feel like I'm chatting with you one-on-one. LOL. Hopefully I catch you at the draft party with it. Go Bullets. Keep with you. Yeah, of course, man. That's what I love about the live streams, because it's like that's what the benefit of YouTube is because you can actually comment on stuff and interact with the creators. And then the benefit of a live stream is like we're actually having a conversation and chilling out, having discussions, and just this started off as let's talk about the schedule, and now we're just hanging out and chilling like bro. So appreciate it. Catch you at the Draft Fest, and have a good night. Truck driver. Nope, not a truck driver. They actually make good money, though, so I wouldn't mind. And I don't mind driving that much, but yeah. How many do you think all those LAFC or Galaxy fans? No, I don't think there's a lot of people that crossed over because Galaxy fans are pretty lit. I would say the LAFC fans are LA fans who like wanted to get into soccer, and it was like, oh, here's this new team to be excited about. And the LAFC came at the right time. Obviously, they made it into the playoffs. They're having a strong start to their season right now, and they came in when the Galaxy was weak, so they timed it pretty well. The announcement, obviously, they had Magic Johnson and Mia Hamm kind of spearheading that project, so a lot of LA people just kind of jumped on board with that weren't really like pay attention to soccer and like. And then at the same time, they came around the creation of or the World Cup. With all the excitement of the World Cup, the most recent one, I'm going to support a team. Here's LAFC. They play at Bank of California Stadium right next to the Coliseum. You know what I mean? So it's a bunch of different factors rolled in that I think they got a fan base that didn't really pay attention to soccer. There probably are a handful of Galaxy fans that changed over. And then the other thing is like the Chargers get flack all the time. Oh, Carson isn't really LA. So, obviously the Galaxy is going to get that. So, yeah, I feel maybe there's just people in LA that feel like this is actually LA's team or something because it's, all up in the mix. What else do you do besides YouTube? Well, now that you asked, I also live stream on Twitch. So that's my Twitch channel right there. That's my face in the top left. So, yeah. That's pretty much it. My lights are dying. This light's dying. Oh, wait. No. Never mind. I was using the light from my computer screen. Damn it, D, you tricked me. I thought it was Hulkamania. Oh, no. It's Kuzmania. But Kyle Kuzma from the Lakers. This is his merch. So, he basically kind of Kuzmania instead of Hulkamania. That's his little branding thing. So, yeah. They had a sale on Black Friday, so I got the t-shirt. But, yeah, Kyle Kuzma. Shout out to Kyle Kuzma, Los Angeles Lakers. Chivas USA. Yes, Tony, that too. Fernando's are you late? Yeah, bro. I'm like an hour, 45 minutes into the stream. You're good. You're good, though. But I'm probably going to wrap it up soon. Damn, you're growing real quick. What, the Twitch stuff? I'm trying. Or no, whoa. Here we go. Read everything out of order. I can't believe you have 2.5K. I remember when you had 800. I'm trying, bro. Yeah, because that happened. Like, we were like 800 at the beginning of last season. And then we finally crossed that threshold of 1,000. And fun fact, you don't start earning ad revenue on YouTube until you get at least 1,000 subscribers. We finally hit 1,000 like maybe 2 weeks into the season, and then we just shot up to 2,000, and then now we're at 2,500. Obviously, the majority of the channel growth comes during the football season. We still upload in the off season. It's not as much football stuff, so we're not as active. But as far as viewership, just because we get a lot of the casual viewers that kind of click on stuff through here and there, and it's harder to stand out on like not going to special events, if that makes sense. So, but yeah, no, thankful for all the subscribers, all the support. All you guys are amazing. So we're just going to keep going, man. The goal one day is obviously try and make some sort of living off of YouTube. That would be the absolute dream. Just wake up, bang out videos all day, every day. We'll see what happens. I'm having a lot of fun with it. Appreciate the support. So you guys are always dope. And I really mean that every single time I say, thank you guys so much for subscribing and liking and, all that stuff. So, fun fact, Will Ferrell is one of the owners of, I heard about that too. So that's another thing. There's a lot of fanfare. There's a lot of celebrity around it. And then with the Galaxy, then not as much, it's more about the players. Like Zlatan is a larger than life player. It's just, not everyone who's not if you're like less than a casual soccer fan, you don't really know who Zlatan Ibrahimovic is, but you know who Will Ferrell is. Hey, we got Will Ferrell. We got Magic Johnson. I'm going to go check out LAFC. So have you seen EDP 445? I have. I'm going to start this by saying I respect everyone's hustle. I respect everyone doing what they're doing, and he's killing it, making his videos. But I like to make more well thought out content and less just screaming and freaking out. And for him, it works because the Eagles fan base is their own beast, their own animal. I have one of the guys in the comments all the time. He's an active viewer in the Twitch chat. He goes by Hakuna Matata. He's an Eagles fan, and he just gives me that dose of Eagles fanhood all the time. Like, they are no joke. So it works for him. Not my cup of tea. But yeah. Are you a fan of any other YouTube channels? I'm a bunch. Like, the thing is, and it's as crazy as it is, I don't follow a whole lot of sports content. I support my good friends. Okay, here we go. We are continuing to plug away here. So I'm going to go ahead and plug my good friend right here, Brandon Warren, just starting out on YouTube. My man's is basically dedicated to basketball/Lakers content. Goes by Wars World. Everyone go ahead and go subscribe if you're into Laker stuff. Man's is killing it. Just really jumping in with everything. I think he does like a weekly live stream type of thing too. So go check him out. The other one is, and this is all basically on the TD Diaries thing, CK2K. This is actually my buddy that got me started on YouTube. So we're good friends. He just crossed 8,000 subs, about to hit 9,000. So he's killing it. You can also see him on, if you guys are familiar with The Fumble, that YouTube channel. He makes appearances all the time on there. He's an editor, and then he also comes on their live show, or not their live show, but their shows where they, have a roundtable type talk or whatever. And then, of course, everyone's probably familiar with Chargers Hype. Cool dude, sick dude. More of a following on social media like Twitter and Instagram, but does have a YouTube channel as well. Other than that, though, like from my personal standpoints, when it comes to what other YouTube channels am I a fan of, I watch a lot of gaming stuff just because that's one of the things I'm into. So, obviously I'm paying attention to who's big right now. So like Ninja, Courage JD, and Tim the Tatman, those guys. But I really got into like Vanos Gaming, if you guys are familiar with him. And then his whole squad, Wildcat, basically I do work, Mini Lad, some of those guys. Way before when they're doing like the old Call of Duty stuff. Like, I've followed them for a long time. One of the first YouTubers I ever got like really, and I need to change one of my lights here. One of the first YouTubers I ever really got excited about and subscribed to and followed, Timothy De La Ghetto. His skits were amazing. And now he's freaking on TV and about to be in a movie. So he's killing it. And then what else? KSI or the GWT because I'm a big fan of FIFA, or was. Now the game sucks, but I still play every once in a while. But yeah, KSI was my first gamer that I got into. So then I followed him and the Sidemen and all that. So that's pretty much like as far as who I follow. And then it's like a bunch of people have come through. I don't know if you know who Corey X Kenshin is, but he's just another gamer guy, does some vlogs sometimes, and he's all about – that sucks. He's all about promoting positivity and all that. So if you're positive and uplifting, I'm cool with that. And then my favorite vlogger, absolute favorite vlogger is Casey Neistat. And I followed him when he was doing his first time around with the daily vlogs. Got into him when he was around like 2 million, something like that, 1 million. And then now he's like at 10 something doing crazy stuff. Jake Paul. Not a fan of the Paul brothers. Going to keep it 100 with you, Chief. Again, I like more well thought out content and less of like, bro, that's crazy, bro, like, whoa, bro, like, yeah, like, again, I respect everyone's hustle, whatever you do to get you there, cool, props to you. I'm not hating on it. Another reason I never really got into pranks. I'm not really into, I respect the hustle, just not a fan of pranks, just not my cup of tea, so. How about the Oceanside Cholo? I haven't, not familiar with it. I'll check it out. Do you follow Nitro Freak? He's an Eagles fan that does stuff on. I've seen him. I don't follow him, but I've seen him. I worked with the Bitter Birds 2 years ago. Adrian Fedq. He does a bunch of stuff now. He's an Eagles fan, and because we ended up subscribing to each other and following each other, I ended up seeing a lot of the Eagles stuff on my feeds, so it came across. Roman quit YouTube. It's not working. I've been doing YouTube for 2 years and only have 600 subscribers. Any suggestions? Do not quit. Because I was stuck at... I made videos for nearly a year for a whole 54 subscribers. The last game video got a lot of attention, and it's not all about subscribers, but it is. The last view we found an audience, or the last game we found an audience of some people who really subscribed to the channel and then just kind of kept going from there. You really just don't quit. I mean, we're 2 years and only have 600. I only had 600 after 2 years as well. So you're right on track with where I was. And then I finally crossed it. Literally had 800 at the start of the NFL season last year. Crossed into 1,000 about week 3. Crossed to 2,000 before December. And now we're at 2,500. You just keep going. You just keep going, but then try new things too. Because it's almost like freedom with the smaller subscriber count. Because I know what's going to get more views and more subs, but when you have a smaller subscriber count, you literally have the ability to literally upload anything and see what sticks. I feel like once you get to a certain point, your audience, there has to be a give and take of like, okay, your audience expects a certain type of content. So it's like, okay, I got to keep the audience coming and keep them, coming back and watching what they want to watch. But when you have a small audience, you could literally just upload anything and see what works out the most for you, and then what you enjoy doing most. Because you can always tell when a YouTuber is not enjoying what they're doing. You can tell, I'm making a video because I have to make a video, or I'm making a video because this is what people are making videos about. Like, just do what you like and everything will fall into place. But the best advice, get to work. Work harder. However hard you've been working, step it up a notch. Yo, I got 500 subscribers just today. Hey, clap it up, Perez Wolf. That's dope. It's crazy how you were talking about that. Clap it up, bro. It's an achievement. Every little, celebrate it. Be honored by it. And then just remember, again, it's Phillip Rivers' mantra, Nunc Chepi. You see it on his hats. You see it on the shirts. Latin phrase for now I begin. And we may have to end the stream soon on this nugget. But love watching Kevin Hart's YouTube. Yeah, great. What else? Because I don't want to. How do you feel about the Chargers' new rental stadium? # Rams house. Who cares? We got a new stadium. Dizzy, love your video. Big motivation. Appreciate that, Broncos fan. I just saw bro up. I've been good. Okay, thanks, man. I was only going to me because my friend just started a week ago and already has 200. Okay, so He follows that kind of. How to catch all the baseball. He has one. Yeah, anything baseball related. I'm having a hard time just watching the sport of baseball itself. So to watch a content creator that does baseball content, that has not crossed my path. But I'll keep an eye out for it. It's not letting me delete my comment. How you doing? I'm good, Perez. I'm doing well. How you doing? But here's okay. So here's where we go. We're about to hit the 2-hour mark. I think I'm gonna end the stream here on this. Just because if somebody really wants to watch it back, it's gonna marathon. Do a video with That's Good Sports. Isn't that the guy that has he was supposed to be a college kicker and then he didn't want to quit his YouTube channel, and then he ended up losing a scholarship or something. I would love to collaborate with almost anyone. But I'm not on people's radar yet. So I need to collab with people that are more 2,000, 4,000, 6,000 subscribers maybe. So, no, that's destroying. Oh, okay, never mind. So okay. God, you guys bring stuff up and then I don't know what you're talking about and then I sound dumb. I'm kidding. That's Good Sports. Aha, found it. Okay. So, yeah. I know who this dude is. I remember somebody, I think you brought him up in a comment on a video and I looked him up to see who he was. Yeah, again, I'm down. I'm always down. If he at 126,515 subscribers is willing to work with a content creator, a smaller content creator that's at 2,520 subscribers, by the way, whoever the 2 or 3 of you that subbed, appreciate you because I know I was at like 2517 or 2518 this morning. No, I'm not a psychopath that checks my subscriber count every 20 minutes of every day. I'm down with it. I'm cool. I'm ready to go. Like I'm geared up. It's just how it'll go is I'll reach out to them and they'll be like, cool, what do you have to offer? Because both sides, if you're collabing with someone, both sides have to bring something to offer. And granted, sometimes you meet people and you hit it off and it's like, cool, you seem like a cool dude, let's collab. Really, he'd be doing more for me than I'd be doing for him, if that makes sense. So I'm willing and able to. If enough people maybe go to him and say do a video with TD Diaries, then maybe I get his attention. But it just really depends. So, but I'd have to establish that relationship somehow. Establish that. Who are you? What are you trying to work with? And it would definitely have to be like if I could get a hold of email or something or send him a direct message and set something up. But I don't know. That's how the whole content creator game goes. With anything, you just got to find people around your same, I don't know, I don't want to say level, but he would be doing because his audience would then come to my channel. I'd be gaining a lot, even if all of my subscribers subscribe to him. It's like throwing a pebble into a lake, at least that's how it looks like for him, because then he's working with someone that he doesn't know personally or hasn't had the chance. You know what I mean? So, and it's different if he comes across my channel and say, hey, you're really good. Would you mind coming on my channel? It's one thing about that. And then it's another for me asking him, So, yeah. All right, bro. Good stream. You going to stream on Twitch? I am going to stream on Twitch. So I was actually planning. That's why I wanted to cut it short. We can jump off for a few games of Fortnite. We can get a solid little 2-hour stream in on Twitch. So we're going to jump on over to Twitch. For those of you who are familiar, twitch.tv/DizzyHD. But I'm going to leave it with this. Dizzy and Bolt God collab. I want to make that happen because I feel like that'd be cool. Could you live stream 30 minutes after the games? I'm down as long as I'm home. If I'm at the games, it's a little hard because I have to make sure I didn't use up my phone battery tweeting and, putting up IG stories. But I would definitely be down to do that. Or maybe what we'll do is we'll go live on Instagram for 15 minutes or something like that. That might be a little bit easier to do than on the YouTube. But if I'm home watching the game and I can just hop in my office and just go ham with the live stream, I'm always down. And I've done that a couple times. So, where am I? I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything. Are the Chargers playing the Rams preseason? No, they're not. No, true. Okay. So the last thing I want to leave off on, and this is just kind of if for some of you in the chat who are content creators, for the rest of you who aren't content creators, is Twitch like Twitter? No, Twitch is like Twitch is like YouTube, but live streaming only. So everyone's live streaming. Why is this so bright, by the way? Oh, because I turned up. Okay, that's better. Twitch is a website where it's primarily live streaming. A lot of it focuses around video game content. So I used to have a video game YouTube channel. It never got more than 160 subscribers. Switched over to Twitch. I enjoy doing that much more when it comes to video game content. Keep it good, bro. Looking forward to that draft day live. You got it. No matter who you are, and I hope this advice finds you well. Nunk Chapey. It's a phrase that Phillip Rivers always has on his hats, always on his shirts. I'm sure you guys are all familiar with it. It means now I begin. Basically, life consists of whether it's myself working on content creation, whether it's myself working on social media, whether it's even just living your life every single day. Now I begin. No matter what, you're always starting something new. And not necessarily new. You might be working on the same things, working on the same job. Every day is a new day to begin. Okay, yesterday, crappy day, wasn't my best effort, wasn't my best work, wasn't what I wanted. It's in the past. Right now, gotta go. Let's kill it. Let's. Now I begin. Let's start today off great. Even better, when it comes into even better advice, you killed it. You nailed it. You nailed that presentation at school. You nailed that project at work. You slammed that interview, and you know you're getting a call back and getting hired. You know, for me, I uploaded a video, thousands of views. People are loving it. Oh my God, Dizzy, you're so awesome. Just subscribed. We just grew in subscriber count. Cool. What's next? Now I begin. Work on the next one. You know, make it another great one. Keep going. Finish lines are almost non-existent when it comes to a lot of things in life. You always got to keep going. If you treat it like you've never really arrived, then you never really stop growing and improving yourself. So there's that. Yaki, yeah, thank you for the subscription, by the way. A wise man once said, yesterday's history, tomorrow's a mystery. You got to live in the right now. And that's really what it is. Things out there are intimidating. Things out there are scary. Things out there are, tell you otherwise. You shouldn't be doing this. You should be doing this. You should be at this level. You should be at this stage, For me, 28 years old, just turned 28 this year. I have a bachelor's in business and human resources management that I'm literally doing nothing with the degree and paying for the student loans. I am an aspiring amateur as a hobby content creator on YouTube and Twitch streamer. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just doing it, and I'm taking every bit of time that I can. So, with that being said, just whatever it is you want to do, whatever it is you want to accomplish, I say this in a lot of videos, just go for it. Whatever brings you joy, whatever brings you happiness, as long as it doesn't bring pain or cause harm to others, go for it. Success has no time frame. You shouldn't feel like you should be somewhere that you aren't and then let it defeat you internally. So, Ruby, thanks for the subscription. I appreciate it. Nice, man. That's good. Thank you, Hugh. I appreciate it. It's just something I try and remind myself every day because, a lot of people are good at giving advice and not taking their own. And it's something I always constantly try to remind myself every day. Like, you know what? Today's a new day to try and be great. So as long as you keep that in mind, you can only improve upon what you've already done. So with that being said, Big Bobby, big plays. If you're feeling down about like, man, I've been doing YouTube for 2 years and I only have 800 subs, just keep going. That's honestly not far off from where I was with this channel. You just got to keep going, and you never know, especially with social media and the internet. It takes one tweet, takes one Instagram post, takes one YouTube video to go viral, or even if it doesn't go viral, get a lot of traction. And then it's about what you do next after that. So, stay in there. Perez, congratulations on 500 subscribers. Keep going, man. Your name, who I can't say on stream because I keep trying to keep this content family friendly, but thank you for the sub. Thanks for the support, of course, bro. And then, and if you ever have questions, just reach out to me. Like, I'm no expert at this stuff, But if you have questions on anything YouTube or social media related, let me know. I'm here. So, my bad. No, you're good. You're good. Totally fine. I appreciate the sub. It's just trying to stay monetized. That's all. So yeah, with that being said, no, you're good. You're good. Totally fine. It made me laugh. But yeah, I love the Fernando. I love the content. By the way, keep up the good work. Thanks, man. I'm just doing my best, doing everything I can. Yeah, that's really gonna be it. So I'm gonna get on out of here. We're gonna have a 5-10 minute intermission, and then those of y'all who want to check out the Twitch streams, I'm going live on Twitch right now. So yeah, figure I might as well play some Fortnite for a couple hours till I knock out. So with that being said, you already know what time it is. Hold on, I gotta get ready for the end stream because I'm used to just doing my outro and then I can go in editing software and cut it. So with that being said, I'm gonna see you guys in the next one, and some of y'all see y'all in Santa Monica in about a week or so. So I'll see you guys in the next one, and peace.